Okay, so today we will be discussing status of key on an AWT window. Let me. Okay, right. So this should be the desired output. That is, whenever in the text area, whenever we are pressing or typing any key, the desired label should be printed. Like if I'm typing, a key typed should be pressed. For pressing, key press should be set as the label, and for released, key release should be set as the label. Okay, so now to do this, to implement this code, we will be using the KeyListener interface. Now what is a KeyListener interface? It is used for receiving keyboard events from the user. This interface defines three methods, that is key pressed, key released and key typed. Now let's discuss all of these methods in details. The first one, which is the key pressed. The key pressed and the key release methods are invoked when a key is pressed and released respectively. The key typed method is invoked when a character has been entered. For example, if a user presses and releases the A key, three events are generated in sequence: key pressed, key typed and key released. But if a user presses the home key, or let's say a shift key, only two key events are generated in sequence, that is key pressed and key released. I'll be showing you this with the I'll be implementing all these functions in the code. So when you'll see the output, you'll be able to get a more clear picture of this. Okay, now what are the general form of these methods? It is void, that is its return type is null. Key pressed, the method name, and it takes parameter of an object of the class key event. All these three methods have the same parameters. Now what is a key event? A key event is generated when keyboard input occurs. Remember, not all keyboard results in characters, keyboard presses. For example, pressing shift does not generate a character, just as I said before. Okay, now import statements. What will be the import statements? I'll be using two import statements, that is import java.awt.star. That is, the java.awt package provides classes for creating and managing GUIs. Import java.awt.event. The java.awt.event package will contain classes and interfaces for handling the events in Java. For handling events in Java means for whatever the event that is getting generated by the user will be handled by this class event. Okay, now let's move to the code. Okay, so for file, new, I went to project. Let's make it as video 1. Okay, I think that, no, sorry, this is a wizard. Okay, so for the wizard I'll be choosing Java project. Next, what should be my name? Then my name of the project should be, let's say, Java video 1. Okay, sounds good. You can do next or finish. I'll finish it directly. Okay, here it's saved. I'll just close these. Don't save it right now, I'm not interested. Okay, Java video 1. Now new, I want to make a class. Let's name the class as main. I want public static void main. Yes, finish. Okay, so it's generated. Now first let's write the import statements, that is import java.awt.star. This was the first import statement. Second was import java.awt.event.star. okay, now public class main. This should extend the window adapter class, window adapter, and should implement key listener. The key listener, now we are implementing the key listener because it is an interface, and we are using the key listener because the methods key pressed, key typed and key release are present in this. Now why do we use window adapter? We are using window adapter to obtain the minimize, maximize and the close options on our GUI. I'll show you when we'll run the code. You'll get a more clear picture of it. Okay, now let me just open the PPT. Now since this was a desired output, you can see there is one label over here and one text area over here, okay, and one frame. So what will be the components of my AWT required for this program? That is one label, one text area where I'll be inputting my text, one frame, right? Okay, now let's make the constructor of this class. Now the constructor of this class, I'll initialize my frame. Okay, now let's set the size of this frame, which should be, I guess, 400, 400. Let's make it this one. 400, 400 means 400 is the first 400 is the width, the second 400 is the height. You could change it according to your convenience, it does not matter. Now f.set visible, that is, I want my frame to be visible. Then let's say f.set layout, set layout as null. Okay, now f.set layout as null. Why am I doing so? I'm doing it so because I'll be manually allocating the positions of each of my components. If I don't want to do so, I could make f.set layout. I could use different layouts like the grid layout, the card layout, and others. But since I want to do it manually, I'll be using the f.set layout as null. Now let's display the title. Now what is the title? See, okay, I have not taken the whole image of it. So the title is the one which comes over here, like as you can see, Eclipse, Workspace, Java Video 1, and this one. So similar kind of the title will be set over here. So I want to set the title as KeyListener example. Okay. Now let's call two methods, that is init, that is we will be initializing all the components in this method, and add components, that is all the components will be added to the frame. Okay, sounds good. Next, public void init. Here what I have to do, I have to initialize all my components. Okay, now what are the, I have already initialized my frame. Now label and text area remain. Okay, I'll do that. So L is equal to new label and A is equal to new text area. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Next, public void add components I have to do. Now I'll be writing my code for add components. Okay, now in add components I'll have to, since I have to manually decide the positions of my components, I'll be using the set bounds method. Let's see it. L.set bounds. Now the first value which I'm going to put over here is 20, that is the X position. Second 50, which is the Y position. 100 is the width of that component, and let's say 20 is the height of that component. Now I want to add this in my frame. So frame, the frame subject was f.add L. Now similarly the same thing will be done for text area. Okay, 20 comma, let's say this, it should be the same, should be starting from the same X coordinate, but since I should be starting it from the Y position, should be 80. Why 80? Because this size, the height of the label L will be 50 plus 20, that is 70. So the minimum which I should consider is should be greater than 70 for the area. So let's say the height, the width should be 300, 300. Sounds good, I guess. Okay, now a key point to observe over here. Now in the label one, I said I have to add this label to the frame, but over here, since we will be inputting our will be giving the input to the to our program, in the text area we'll have to use f.add. F.. So here same again, frame.add A. I have added my text area to the frame. So now f.add window listener. What is this one? Let me explain you, just a minute. Now this is the method which is there in the Windows adapter class, and we'll have to write the write the function for it. So it's a simple line, it's a one line code for this, so don't worry about it. Next, a.add key listener. Okay, now why have we written over here a? So like I said, whenever we will be going to give the input to our program, we will be giving input in the text area. So that's why a.add key listener. So whatever the method which should be called, it should be called whenever we are giving input in the text area. Okay, now let's write the code for this add window listener. So it will be public void window closing. It will take parameter as a window as an object of class window event e. Just sound something. Okay, e. Then f frame dot dispose. Okay, now I'll have to write the methods for key press, key type, and key release. Okay, so public void, as I said, it should have the return type as void. Then key pressed, will be having the parameter for key event class. It will be having an object of the key event class as the parameter. Let's again make it as e. And let's say label, whenever a key is pressed, my label should be set to label.set text. My label should be set to key pressed. Okay, now okay, sounds good. Okay, the same type of code should be written for key pressed and key typed and key released. Key pressed, key typed, key released. Okay, okay, now to call this class, we'll just call this class by making its object. Okay, sounds good. I think the whole code will run successfully. Let's see. Run as Java application. Let's see. Okay, see, everything is running. When I've released the key, it is giving me the things. Whenever I'm typing, it is showing me this. Now I told you that, see, this key listener example is the one where we have set the title. This minus plus cross is the one where we have used the Windows adapter class for this purpose. Now I told you that not all key presses should result in key typed. So what if I press over here shift? See, you can see key pressed is there, but nothing is getting typed over here. So that is the thing which I was trying to tell you over there. Okay, now sounds good. The program is running good. I want to add one more functionality to it. Like whenever this key press, key released is getting over there, I want the key should also be there. So what will I do? Let's see. Okay, so let's see what we can do over here. We'll do e.get key character. As simple as that. We'll copy the same thing over here and we'll add it over here. Okay, sounds good. Okay, now let's see if this code is running or not. Okay, now see, if I hit the close button, the program is getting closed automatically. This helped us because we use the window adapter class and this function over here, public void window close. Okay, now let's see if the program runs successfully or not. Okay, 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 see, it's showing me whatever I'm pressing. Key released I. Okay, that's it from this video. See you guys.